Hey everybody, it's Christine Ernst, the Fat Ass Cancer Bitch, coming to you from the Cozy Writing Cottage in Sandwich, Massachusetts. It is Saturday, July 22nd, which means I turned 57 2 days ago, which delights me. I'm thrilled to be aging at all. My husband gave me a $200 bird feeder with a camera in it, so I can watch all the birds and tell you what they are, which will make me even more insufferable than I already am, because I recently downloaded the Merlin app, which, if you don't have that yet, you totally should. It's from the Cornell Ornithological Labs. And it listens to the birds around you and tells you what's singing, who's singing. So you can humble brag to your friends that there was a red-shouldered hawk in your pine tree this morning, or a barred owl behind your writing cottage. Magic. So I'm excited to launch that. I also got a ring jig for the jewelry work that I do. I have another business called Spoon and Hammer Studio, because I take old spoons, old silver plate and silverware, and I make it into beautiful jewelry, like bracelets, like pendants and necklaces and earrings and rings. You can find me spoonandhammerstudio.com. Check out my stuff. Order a piece. I think everyone needs a word to wear. Think about that. What word do you need to wear? I am wearing unfurl today, which is a fine word. Also, all is love. That's also a good thing to wear. Today I'm going to talk a little bit about the continuum. Partly because it was just my birthday, and partly because it came up again in my writing gym this morning. I facilitate a writing gym every Saturday, and we talked a lot about our place in the big story. What's our part? Something I think about a lot, and I've talked about before, but I'm going to talk about again. So there's that. Oh, also, funny sidebar, my daughter Marnie gave me a pedicure for my birthday, which is ironic if you listen to last week's episode. She booked us together pedicures at the Daniel Webster Inn in August, which will be lovely, and I'll be sure to tip handsomely. So that was kind of funny. Anyways, this piece is called Spoon. When I leave the house, I say goodbye to Dad. His ashes are in an urn on top of the desk in the living room, and on Route 130, I say hello to Rosie. She was a woman my exact age who died in a car accident while out running errands. Her name was written in script on a plank of wood at the spot where she died, at the great oak near the herring run. The memorial is gone, but someone planted a rose bush. And at the Route 28 light, I say good morning to Joe in the red house. I used to see him at the end of his driveway putting out or bringing in the flag each day. He died a few years ago. And then further up the road, the other red house at Hayter's Corner, the dumb political signs all over the yard. At least it's good to know who not to vote for. But dear Dave sits on the porch all day. I think he's dying too. Well, aren't we all? I slow down a little and honk and shout, "Hey, Dave!" For some reason, he thinks my name is Amanda and shouts back, "Hey, Amanda, when you going to come and have a beer with us?" On my street, on my way home, I greet the birds and the trees and the chipmunks and the baby turkeys I imagine who might have lived here before. Breathed this air, walked this very earth 50 years ago, 100 years ago, 1,000, 6,000. At home in my studio, I hammer old silverware into jewelry. It is mostly an exercise of therapy. Every woman should own an anvil and a set of good, heavy hammers. But it is also a craft involving an existential conversation. This spoon on my wrist that I have beaten and stamped into a bracelet is 150 years old. Who held it before? What bride chose it for her trousseau? How many cups of tea, bowls of broth, how many kitchen tables, how many generations? The unknowable provenance of it fascinates me. I am curious about the continuum. The juggernaut of living and dying and living and dying, lives lived, stories told, things acquired, actions taken, lives ended, things dispersed over and over. The great flux, the cosmic yard sale. There's a delicate spoon that I will never hammer. a 250-year-old teething spoon. Coin silver, mid to late 18th century, American, smithed by Charles Babbitt in or around Providence, Rhode Island. The bowl of the spoon is pitted with teeth marks from a baby born in 1780 or so. Imagine that. I hold it in my hand, overwhelmed by the information it contains. Lives upon lives upon lives, stories upon stories that I can never know. How did this spoon, this most everyday object, tumble through the centuries to land here in my brief possession? By what filament of luck or purpose or divinity am I connected to that past? How strong this thread to stretch from then to now, an unbroken shining line amid the unceasing stories. The spoon sits on a shelf above my desk to remind me of the churning beauty of it all. The iterating, unfolding, unfurling, undulating ocean of space and time, place and events, accidents and coincidences, objects and lifetimes. What is my role in the great record? What is my obligation? What do I save? What do I hammer? What do I honor? What do I remember? What will I leave? Oh, so that's amusing for turning 57. Amusing as well. I hope you all continue to unfurl, good folk, as I am trying to do. If you want to come to my studio and hammer some metal, I cannot recommend it enough. Come and visit. I'm in the studio most days. And I'm here every Saturday. Thank you so much for checking in. Go out and enjoy yourself today. Hammer something, listen to the birds. Download the Merlin app. You will not be sorry. Come as you are beloved. Oh, I am so lucky. Damn it. I am so very lucky. Thank you all, and I'll see you next week.